what's your special time of the month? Just a great gift for you to have for a week where your face feels like it's gone haywire. You probably have either really oily skin, really dry skin, acne on your skin, or you're puffy and your body is experiencing a million different things at once. We have all been there. I want to share with you my tips today on how to manage that and make yourself still feel as beautiful as you do when you're not on your period, because Shark Week is not the easiest thing that we have to go through, ladies. We all know. So let me share with you my tips and we're just going to jump right in. So generally for me, when I'm on my period, I tend to get some acne up on my forehead here, which I've got some going on right now, and then also down here on my chin. That is my problem area when I'm on my period. Everyone will be a little different. You may not experience acne or any pimples until after you're finished with your period, and maybe before. Kind of just depends on your hormonal pattern. And also you may experience just excessive puffiness, excessive fluid in your skin. So my facial massage routine, which I will link right here in a card, that would really help if you can give yourself some extra time either at the end of the night or the morning that you're doing your makeup to just do a nice facial massage with some skincare. That can really help. As far as makeup, today I'm going to show you my foundation routine for when I am PMSing. And I like to start by moisturizing my lips. I don't know why, but my lips tend to get really dry during my time of the month. So I like to slather on some lip product when I'm starting my makeup. This is the Clarins Instant Light Lip Comfort Oil. It smells like lip smackers from when we were young, which is so reminiscent. It's got this huge paddle on it. It comes just like this. So I just apply a nice thick layer of that. It's got oils in there. Smells really nice, and it will moisturize and kind of plump up your lips. And the next product I'm going to use is something for the under eye. Your under eyes, I mean, I tend to look so tired when I'm on my period, and this really helps me. It's the Under Eye Brightening Corrector by Becca. Mine is in light to medium, and you need the slightest little bit just tapped onto one of your fingers. It's got great light reflectivity, so I like to go right into the inner corner there and just tap it all in. And then I'll take a beauty sponge, which by the way is a lifesaver, especially when your skin is dry. If you get this damp, wring it out a few times and use it to press in your product. Your skin will look that much more supple and radiant. So I like to go right in here to the inner corner and all the way out to the outer corner of the eye. And already you can see that's brightening quite a bit. I like to put a little bit of that brightening corrector also just around my nose. I tend to get so red right here, and especially because I have a very light skin color, all my veins, every little bit of red or pink comes through to the surface of my skin. So this definitely makes me feel more confident when I can cover up some of that extra pigment on my face. For foundation, when I'm on my period, I like something heavy duty. I like to go all out. I want full coverage. I want all of this to just be like erased for the day, and I don't have to think about what I am experiencing because of my period physically. So I'm going to be using the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation in Ivory, and this is an extremely full coverage foundation. Comes out like this. I'm not really a fan of the packaging, but I just take it on the back of my hand. The product itself is so full coverage that I don't really use a concealer underneath my eyes when I'm using this foundation. So I'll just take it on the back of a sponge. Oh yes. And just start erasing all of this pigment. I'll show you right here on my pimples. Gone. Gone, gone, gone. We ain't got time for you pimples. We're dealing with a million other things. And I'll just stamp this all around my face. What's really nice about this foundation too is it's not super thick. So even though it's going to cover everything, it's not going to add extra texture to your acne or any little spots you may have. any texture on the skin. It's not going to enhance that, it's just going to cover it with a nice thin layer of foundation. And it'll go right under the eye and use it, like I said, as a concealer over that corrector. The Marc Jacobs foundation is really a double duty kind of thing. Takes care of your concealing, takes care of your foundation, and you need one layer. That's one thing I'm really into, especially when I'm on my period, because I can't be bothered with too much makeup, is using one product that can do multiple things. And this foundation is really great at acting as a concealer and just canceling out any color in the skin and giving your skin a really nice matte velvety finish. Once my foundation is done, I do go in with a little bit of highlighter because maybe this is just the PMS, but when I'm on my period, I don't want to look completely matte. I do want to have some luminosity. I want my skin to look healthy, and I want to put some highlight on the tops of my cheekbones and make myself look a little bit dewy. I'm going to be using the NARS Copacabana Illuminator, and this is really nice. It is a liquid illuminator, so I have not put any powder on my face yet, and I just take some on the back of my hand. It's very metallic, so you don't need that much, and I'll take my foundation sponge and just go over the tops of my cheekbones. And this way my skin will still look healthy, but the rest of my face can stay matte, and my pimples and everything else that I have going on will stay covered. For adding some bronze back into my skin, again, I'm going to use a matte product because I don't want to add anything on my face that's going to draw attention in this sort of area where I've got the pimples going on. By adding shimmer, I want to keep it matte, so I'm going to use the Park Avenue Princess Tarte palette. It's gorgeous packaging. And in here, there's a couple colors that I usually use, and that is Angle and Princess Cut. So these two for contouring and bronzing I will mix together, and I'll just take a smaller little angled brush like this and tap off the excess powder, and then just go in right under the cheekbone and start to add a little bit of shape to the face. It's nothing major. I don't want to be overly contoured or bronzed. Just want this to look natural. Again, when you're on your period, I mean, maybe other people can. I just can't be too precise. I feel like I don't want to be spending my time on this. I want to be on the couch. I want to be watching TV or eating. I mean, I don't know. Anything besides sitting here and trying to do something that's overly involved with my makeup. So I like to keep it pretty simple. I'll go a little bit on my forehead. That just kind of bronzes up the skin, and then maybe a little bit on the nose. Again, it's just all very natural and effortless. Then I'll take a tapered brush, and I'm also going to take a couple of the highlight colors just to set my foundation really in place, lock it in. And I like to use the color Enhance, which is this yellow based color right here. This one I find is really nice, especially when you've got some extra redness going on in the skin, because it is yellow. So anywhere that I have a little bit of texture or pimples, I'll just press this powder onto them. Kind of sets them and it locks in the foundation for the rest of the day. So there's that. I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows really quick just so that my face makeup doesn't look so stark compared to my light brows. I'm not going to show this part. Use whatever brow product you usually use. There's nothing special to do when you're on your period for your eyebrows. Alright, eyebrows are done, and the last thing I want to do is just lock this all in and give my face a little bit of extra moisture, and that I'm going to do a Pixi Hydrating Milky Mist. This is fantastic. It has hyaluronic acid, it has black oat, which is really just invigorating, traps moisture in your skin, and it's going to help the powder and the foundation all meld together and kind of stick it out throughout your day. And there's the finished look. I think it just makes you look so much more you. I mean, you want to feel like you when you're PMSing, let's be real, but you also don't want to look in the mirror and see all the physical signs of being on your period because you're already emotional. You just want to feel good, and everyone should be able to feel good. So I hope this helps. Again, this was my foundation and skin routine when I am on my period. I can't really say period anymore. Sometimes I call it my question mark or my exclamation point because I'm just over calling it my period. It's just why. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you can take these tips and apply them so that you feel more confident when you're experiencing the special time of the month. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you soon.